Okay, let's dive into something really foundational today. We're looking at source material from Confidence, Fear, and the Gold Within You by Rwanone TV.
Yeah, and our goal really is to pull out the core message here. How does believing in yourself actually help you tackle fear and, unlock what you're truly capable of?
Exactly. We want to understand that connection. And if you're facing something new, chasing a goal, or just trying to build up that inner sense of belief, well, this one's for you.
Definitely. It feels relevant to pretty much everyone at some point.
So let's unpack this first idea from the source. It suggests that confidence is maybe even more valuable than money today. That feels pretty bold, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It kind of goes against the grain of how we usually think about value. But the perspective here is that confidence isn't just like a passive feeling.
Right.
It's the engine, the thing that lets you create value. And it makes you sort of magnetic, draws people towards you and what you're doing.
And they're careful to say it's not arrogance, right?
Yeah.
Not pretending. It's defined more simply as just believing there's something worthwhile inside you that deserves to be shared.
Just that. And what I find powerful is the idea that it's not fixed. You're not just born confident or not. It's something you actively build.
Okay.
The material points out, think of anyone you see as confident now. They all started out unsure, maybe scared. But they made a choice.
What choice?
The choice to show up anyway, despite the uncertainty.
That's a really important shift. So it's not about waiting until you feel confident.
No, exactly. It's realizing it's a skill, something you develop by doing, by taking action. Every step, even the shaky ones, helps build it.
Makes sense. Okay, so if confidence is the goal, let's talk up the hurdle, fear. The source definitely acknowledges fear is real.
Oh, absolutely. It doesn't dismiss it at all, but it makes this crucial distinction. Fear is real, but fear is not the truth.
What does that mean exactly?
Well, the feeling is genuine, the physical reaction.
Yeah.
But the story fear tells you, that narrative in your head, that's not necessarily accurate. Not the full picture of reality or your potential.
Yeah, and the examples it gives are so relatable. That little whisper of, you're not good enough, or maybe it's a scream of, what if they laugh? What if you fail? We've all heard that voice.
Totally. And the source is pretty direct about the consequence of letting that voice win. It says fear can literally block you from your destiny.
Yeah.
Keep you from stepping into who you're meant to be.
Wow. Okay. But then it flips it, doesn't it? It offers this different way of looking at fear.
It does. It says on the other side of fear is where the gold is.
The goal.
Yeah, the gold being your talent, your voice, your vision, your power, all that good stuff inside.
So fear isn't just a dead end. It's maybe like a signpost.
Sort of like a gatekeeper, maybe? The material suggests that actually stepping through the fear is what makes you memorable. Unforgettable even, because people see the courage. They see you acting despite the fear. That earns belief, not just in your skills, but in your resilience, your conviction. They believe in you.
That's a powerful reframe. Fear as an indicator, not just an obstacle. But, okay, practically speaking, when you're feeling that fear, how do you start? Especially if the dream feels huge.
Right. And the source gives some really grounded advice here. Super simple. You don't have to start big. You just have to start.
Just start. And that ties back to confidence.
Directly. It's the confidence, even a little bit, that takes that first small, maybe imperfect step and turns it into momentum, fuels the journey.
Because it's not just about the what, it's about the how, the belief behind it.
Exactly. The source argues that people buy into belief. When you genuinely believe in what you offer, that energy, that conviction, it's contagious. It transfers. People believe in you first, then maybe the product or idea.
That makes a lot of sense. And I like the permission it gives. Let your first step be imperfect but brave.
Yeah.
The world rewards the bold, not the perfect. That takes so much pressure off.
Totally. It says mistakes aren't stop signs. They're just part of the process. Courage over perfection.
Okay. Thinking about specific fears. Public speaking comes up a lot. The source mentions it's a huge one for many people.
Oh, yeah. Top of the list often.
Yeah.
But interestingly, the source also positions it as this incredibly powerful tool for influence, if you can master it, even a little.
How so?
Because it's about more than just words. When you speak with clarity, with courage, you're transferring energy, your passion, your belief. It connects differently.
And it acknowledges it won't be easy at first. Your voice might shake.
And it says, that's okay, speak anyway. Your story, your lessons, your heart, that's what connects. That's what moves people.
So the advice is to start small, like a local group maybe.
Exactly. A church group, community event, a school talk, whatever feels manageable. The idea is that growing your speaking ability directly grows your confidence. and then your influence follows.
It all seems to circle back to this core idea, this metaphor of the gold in you.
Yeah, that's the anchor. The fundamental belief in the source material is that every single person has something valuable inside. Unique talents, purpose, this inner fire.
But fear keeps it buried.
That's the idea. Fear is what stops us from digging it up, from even believing it's there sometimes.
And the purpose, mentioning Rwanda TV, is framed around helping people find that gold.
Right. Uncover that potential, clarify purpose, get that fire burning again.
But the key, the absolute first step, according to this, you have to believe it's there yourself.
That's the prerequisite. You can't show the world your gold if you don't believe you possess it. It starts with that internal excavation.
There's a really direct affirmation in the source for the listener, isn't there?
Yes, it's powerful. It says, you are enough. You are worthy. You have something the world needs. But the world can only see it when you believe in it first.
Wow. That puts the responsibility, but also the power right back on you.
Exactly. It all starts inside.
Okay, so this all sounds great conceptually. But how do we do it? How do we build the confidence, push through the fear, find the gold? Does the source give, practical steps?
It does. It ends with 5 actionable things you can do.
All right, let's hear them.
First one, speak daily affirmations. Consciously talk back to that fear voice. Say things like, I am capable, I am bold, I am growing. Out loud, even.
Okay, feeding yourself positivity. Makes sense. What's next?
Second, take one risk every week. Doesn't have to be massive, just one small act of courage, like send that email you've been putting off, share that video, make the pitch.
Right, small, consistent steps outside the comfort zone. Got it.
Third, surround yourself with courage. Be intentional about who you spend time with. Choose people who lift you up, who believe in you, who model that bravery.
Your environment matters. Okay.
Fourth, celebrate small wins. Confidence isn't built overnight. It grows with each small victory. So acknowledge them. Pat yourself on the back. Build that momentum.
Recognize the progress. Love that. And the last one.
Number 5 is fail forward. This ties back to the imperfection thing. View setbacks not as failures, but as learning opportunities. Each no gets you closer to the right. Yes. Learn the lesson. Keep moving.
Fail forward. I like that framing. So putting it all together, this perspective suggests fear isn't really the enemy to be destroyed.
No, more like an indicator. A signal that maybe you're close to something important, something powerful.
And confidence isn't about not feeling fear.
It's about having the courage, the self-belief to act anyway.
Yeah.
To move through it.
So the takeaway message feels pretty clear. Believe in your own value. Speak up. Start where you are, even if it's small. Grow from there, and don't let fear lock away that gold inside you.
Yeah, that sums it up well. Believe it, speak it, start it, grow it. Don't let fear win.
Which leaves us with a final thought, really, based on this material.
Go on.
Well, if fear is an indicator, like that source suggests, that something powerful is nearby, the next time you feel that fear about a goal or an idea, what might that powerful thing be, specifically for you?
Good question.
And maybe, how can you use that feeling, that very fear, as your cue to take the next brave, imperfect step towards it?